What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Bust 2 Ballers rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right, we are back with another episode, and we are in the 2011 regular season. Yeah, we are progressing through this series very quickly. We've done 2 seasons so far, and we have made the playoff one time, and we have lost embarrassingly in the playoffs one time. I don't want to get into it. It's not important, okay? It's not important. We're going to get our revenge this season. We're going to make the playoffs, or else bad things are going to happen to a certain quarterback with the last name Young, first name Vince, okay? You comprehende? We on the same wavelength? Okay. Let's get into the video. So here we are in week number 3, like we always are, and we are ready to start this series off well with a big time playoff victory. But we got to get there first. We got to simulate the 2011 regular season. We are 1-1, as you can see. Not as good as we started out last year, but not as bad as we started out the year prior. We started out 0-2 then. We started out 2-0 last year. Now we're 1-1. So we've done everything under the sun except for win a playoff game. Everything, I don't think we need to really go over a lot. The team hasn't changed that much. We still got Reggie Bush. We talked about how he lost his superstar X Factor. We got Debrickashaw Ferguson still. Brought back Jacob Bell. Ted Ginn's here. Dwayne Bowe is now number 2 on the wide receiver depth chart. Then we got Ricardo Lockett, who's already up to a 62 overall, which is amazing. He's going to grow so well. Over on the defensive side, we've got Keith Rivers, who's still progressing pretty good. Daniel Ellerby, who's doing good. We got Al Woods, who turns out to be a star development trait, so that's good. That'll help his growth a little bit. We got Randy Starks here. We've got Darius Butler. Major Wright will start at free safety, even though he's a 69 overall. Nice. He will start so that I can get his development up, and then Will Hill is his backup. This is a horrible free safety core, just by overall. It's real bad. Hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. Maybe that's why we're 1-1. I don't know. I don't know though. We are a 76 overall, 79 offense, 73 defense. I think that's good enough to at least make the playoffs. I don't know how good it is to actually like win a game in the playoffs. We'll have to wait and see. But this year is one of my favorite years for this series. It's one of the main reasons. This year specifically is one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this series, because there's so many guys in this draft that are bust potential. We got guys like Trent Richardson, Justin Blackmon. Over on the wide receiver side, a guy like Michael Floyd would be considered a bust because he's not in the league anymore, and he had a lot of potential. We got a guy like DeVere Posey, who's not really a bust, but he just really wasn't a guy at all in the league. Not Mohamed Sanu, not T.Y. Hilton, not Travis Benjamin. We're not going to be going for guys like that. We're going to be going for guys like Keyshawn Martin or Nick Toon or a Tommy Streeter, guys like that. So it's going to be fun. Or Jermaine Kearse. I don't think he counts. Does he count as a bust? I don't know if he counts. I don't think so. I won't get him. I don't think he counts as a bust. We could get a guy like Brad Smelly, because that's a meme. Or Kobe Fleener, Dwayne. Basically, any tight end in this draft would count. So we've got free range of all these tight ends, which is good. So, because I think we need a new tight end to add alongside our Kellen Winslow. At quarterback, we can't really get a quarterback. I wouldn't consider RG3 kind of counts. He would fit this. Series, but we had him in the Brown series. We don't need him again. If we didn't have him in the Brown series, I probably would draft him because he does fit what we're trying to do in this series. But other than RG3, I got guys down here like Brock Osweiler, Brandon Whedon, Kellen Moore, Jordan Jefferson. So guys like of that caliber definitely count. What was Jordan Jefferson's throw on the... Oh, I can't see his combine yet. I was going to say, what was his 40-yard dash? But I can't see that yet. So that's what we're thinking about for quarterbacks. Running backs, obviously, I'm going to try and get Trent Richardson. I don't know how early he's going to go. I have the 27th pick in the draft so far. Hopefully we start to lose a little bit so I can get some of these guys. Alfred Morris definitely counts. Chris Rainey counts. You'll see everybody that I scout, in my opinion, counts for the series. So when we go over this in the offseason episode, that's everybody that does count. But right now I'll just give you a couple like quick ones that I see right off the bat that do count in my opinion. Jonathan Martin probably does count. I wouldn't really count Shea McClellan because he didn't really have a lot of hype. But I guess he fits the DeVere Posey kind of thing. No, I wouldn't count him. Quentin Coples probably does count. Not Bruce Irving or Whitney Merciless. Not really many people on the right end side. Definitely not Chandler Jones. Not a lot of people on the right end side count here. D tackles, no. Possibly Jarrell Worthy, maybe. Devin Still counts. Not Akeem Hicks. Not Snacks Harrison. A few guys on the D tackle spot count. No. Emmanuel Acho. Sean Spence. Anybody else here? Not Levante David. Courtney Upshaw definitely does count. Middle linebacker. Nope, definitely not both of these guys. Najee Good. Is that it? Not Dante Hightower, but Vontaze Burfict does count. Right outside linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Does Michael Kendricks count because he had that whole situation where he was a good player and then he like did insider trading or something? Now he's in prison, I'm pretty sure. Or at least he's got the potential to go to prison. So I don't know if I want him on the team. Other than that, not a lot of guys in the right outside linebacker spot. Corners, no. Would you count Morris Claiborne? That's a tough one. That's an iffy one. I'll scout him, but I don't know if I'll draft him. Mostly because he's a first-round pick, so I don't know if I'll get him. Drake or Patrick, probably not. Trevin Wade, yeah. Terrence Frederick, yeah. No. Josh Robinson, probably. Cody Sensenbaugh, probably. Jeremy Lane, for sure, would count. Not Janoris Jenkins. Who else in here? Justin Bethel. Tavon Wilson, I don't think would count. Probably wouldn't count him. Mark Barron. Mark Barron's an interesting one. I'll scout him. I don't know if I'll take him either mostly because he's a first-round pick. Harrison Smith definitely doesn't count. It's weird going through this and not scouting the big name guys. So it's definitely weird seeing that. But you guys understand the series by now. We're 2 seasons in, and the team is looking okay. But we just need growth out of our younger guys, like a Peyton Hillis or a Vince Young needs to grow, or he's going to be probably out of here. We'll move on to Mark Sanchez after that. But we need growth from guys like Daniil Ellerbe, Al Woods. Some of our corners need to grow a little bit more. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We definitely need some growth out of Major Wright, that's for sure. Hopefully he goes up to like a 72, 73 at the end of the season. I don't know. But now it's time to go and simulate this season, and then I'll catch you guys when something good happens. Probably week 16 or 17. All right, guys, we are here in week 16 of the regular season, and the reason we're in week 16, not week 17, is because week 17 we got a game against the Chargers, and you've seen me play the Chargers plenty of times. We don't need to play them again, but we haven't really seen the Falcons, so that's what we're going to do in this episode. To finish it off, we are going to play the 5-9 Falcons. We are 8-6, which is good enough for tied for the division. We were leading the division But then we, as you can see on the top of your screen, we lost to the 49ers last week. So that brings them tied with us. So if we lose against the Falcons, then we're probably going to lose the division and be out of the playoffs. As of right now, we are the 5 seed and the 49ers are the 3 seed. So if we continue to win, we probably still make the playoffs, even as not the division winner, probably just as a wild card team. But I'm not sure if we lose these 2 games if we're gonna win. So it's gonna be a tough challenge. There is one thing that I want to bring up before we get into this game. Vince Young's contract is up, and he wants over $100 million. At 28 years old, 83 overall, 1 playoff berth, and we lost. I don't think there's a way. I don't see myself paying over $100 million for Vince Young. So we're probably going to move on from him. We'll start the Mark Sanchez era next season. I wonder what I can get for Vince Young. That'll be interesting because he's still kind of young at 28. He's still got a few years left. I don't know what we'll be able to get for him. That'll be interesting to see at the end of the season. But now we can get in this game against the Atlanta Falcons. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's play the Falcons. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And a funny thing that I saw, or that I heard as we were loading up for this game, I think this game is being played on Christmas, or at least around Christmas. So that's pretty cool. We get a little bit of Christmas Day game. Or Christmas week game. I don't know exactly when this game, on what day this game is being played. But the announcer just said something about Christmas is what I heard. So that's pretty cool. Oh, Teddy, you got to bring that in, my guy. I know that was a tough throw at a tough angle, but that was on your hands, my guy. Bring that in. That's why you're my #1 receiver, because you got to bring those catches in. Oh, my main man, Dwayne Bowe, making a case for #1 receiver with a catch like that. Let's go, Dwayne. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can actually get something out of this. Let's motion Teddy again. Fake it to him. Hand it to Reggie Bush. And he didn't get the burst that I needed from him. Only 810 yards, but remember we've got this game and next game to see if he can get over 1,000. We need to win this game if we want to stay in the playoff race. Let's throw that to Bush, see if he can turn upfield, and he can. Touchdown, Rams. Let's go. All right, it has turned into a 14-7 ball game here. Correct that. It is a 14-14 ball game now. We just tied it up with 1 play from Reggie Bush. That's how we do it. We got the ball once again. I'm not sure if it was a turnover or what it was, but I will take it. We'll slant route Dwayne Bowe to give me an inside route. Let's just run this with Vinny. Get down. We're not going to be able to do that with Sanchez, so we're going to have to get used to not being able to run for extra yards. Oh, that's gonna hurt. There we go. Devin Hester. I had to do the possession catch so he didn't take the big hit and cause a fumble maybe, or at least an incomplete pass. But we got it to work anyway. 48 seconds left. The Falcons ended up getting a field goal, so that's good for them. At least they didn't get a touchdown. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's run. Block. Block. Run, Vinny. Run, Vinny. Get out of bounds. Yes, let's go. Vince Young. What a run from my man. That's a Texas-style run right there, baby. That's the kind of runs that we've been needing. That gets us into huge territory for a possible field goal, possible touchdown. We've got 2 timeouts left. We've got plenty of time. And just to think, we started this with 48 seconds. 48 seconds, and now we are into almost the red zone, 27-yard line with only 32 seconds left. So now let's run. Let's do a possession catch here. Call another timeout, and we are sitting pretty, boys. We are sitting pretty for a touchdown before the half. Nobody would have thunk it with 48 seconds left, and then that Vinny run turns out to be saving grace, and it's gonna have to do it again. He does it, and we score before the half. 48 seconds. It took us about 20 something seconds to get there. Actually, it took us, oh, what is that? It took us 28-17 from the 2. Late third quarter, Reggie Bush can't get it in there on the 1 play. He does get down to the 1 though. Let's see if we can hand it off to him again, if he can finally bury it. He does. Reggie Bush buries it in the back of the end zone, and we're looking good to win this game. We've got a 4th down and 13 for the Falcons. Matt Ryan is not under center. He's in the shotgun, but he's under pressure. That's going to be back of the end zone. Pass interference. That's not pass interference. Come on. That was supposed to be a turnover on downs, bro. All right, we got to make sure that we punch this in to put a cap on this game. It's going to have to be a Vince run. At the 1 yard line, they stopped me. The 1 yard line, they stopped me. That won't stop me from throwing. Whoa, first I thought that was picked off. Then I thought he caught it, and then I saw that it dropped down. I don't know what happened on that. That was weird, but this'll work. Ted Ginn, touchdown, game over. We got another 4th down and long for the Falcons. Hopefully this time we don't cause a pass interference. They're gonna throw it deep. What a catch! Is that Roddy White? What a catch from Roddy White. You can't stop that. They are going for the onside kick here. We've got it ready. We got it scouted. And Devon Bess brings it in and gets to the 42. That's pretty pog. All right, for some reason the stats glitched, so it's a little bit hard to see. But Vince Young had 21-28, 325 yards on 3 touchdowns. Reggie Bush, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Vince had a touchdown as well. 7 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown for Reggie Bush. That's crazy. 9 tackles for Darius Butler. 2 sacks for Albert Haynesworth. 1 sack for Ahmad Brooks, Randy Starks, Tully Bantakane, and Daniel Ellerby. We didn't pick off Matt Ryan. No good kicking stats, really. Devon Bess had 1 kick return for 4 yards. And Hester had 1 punt return for 8 yards. So I don't know what happened with the stats there. It just got glitched a little bit. But we got a big win. I don't know what the 49ers did, but maybe that puts us in the lead for the division. We'll have to find out. All right, I've got 3 decisions to make. Well, 2, because we know already what we're doing with Vince Young. But I don't know what I want to do with James Butler and Darren McFadden. McFadden's a solid backup for us. But do we want to trade him possibly to get a 1st-round pick that maybe will get us Trent Richardson? That's another possibility that we could go for. I'm probably going to trade James Butler. I'm not 100% sure, though, but I'm probably going to do that. The Chargers are 9-6. The 49ers did win, so we are technically still in the playoffs, I think, right? Yeah, we're the 5 seed right now. And if we lose, that would make us 9-7. So let's go to the standings. Let's check out where everybody is. So if we lose, that means the Saints could win and the Panthers could win. That would make them 9-7. Or that would make them 10-6, excuse me. And they would both jump ahead of us. If the Packers and Eagles won, that would make them 9-7. They could possibly jump us if we lose. So if we lose this game against the Chargers, this could be end of our season. I guess we'll simulate it together just to find out what happens. 3, 2, 1. Press the sim button. Are we in the playoffs this year or not? Do we lose to the Chargers? And the answer is we beat the Chargers, so we guarantee a playoff spot. That is big. We are now playing the Giants in the next episode in the wild card, but the 49ers won the division because they also won. So we did not win the division. Reggie Bush embarrassed himself apparently. I don't know. He was supposed to get like 4 touchdowns and he didn't. So that's big. We beat the Chargers. I'll upgrade those guys later. That's huge. That is huge. Now we have to go run the gauntlet, play 4 games potentially, and hopefully get to the Super Bowl this season. It's going to be tough because the 49ers are tough, the Bucs are tough, and the Bears are tough. So, and the Giants are tough. This is going to be a tough round for us to get through. But at least we did make the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. That's huge for our progress. And to show you guys the team, it's progressing very well. Reggie Bush is to a 90. Peyton Hillis is a 73. The reason why I want to move on from Vince Young is because Sanchez is already a 78. So he's got some potential to be right up there where Vince Young is already in his first year as a starter. DeBrickashaw is still holding it down at left tackle. Kellen Winslow's a 76. And then Jordan Graham's up to a 61. So he's progressing decently well. On defense, Keith Rivers is now an 85. I'll upgrade those guys off camera. Major Wright's up to a 71, which is beautiful. You love to see that. Al Woods is a 73. Darius Butler's a 77. We're looking good. We're looking good. Danielle Ellaby's a 76. I like the way this team is growing. I'm excited for next season too, or for this offseason, I should say, because the draft, I'm really excited for it to get some of these busts, potentially. And maybe we'll be able to get, I'm looking to get a first-round pick for Vince Young and a first-round pick from Darren McFadden if we end up trading Darren McFadden. James Butler probably won't get a first-round pick from, probably get like a second-round pick or a third-round pick at the most. But that'll still help us. But I'm really excited for this offseason because I really want to get Trent Richardson. I really want to get Justin Blackmon to add to this bust team because both those guys are like the biggest busts in recent memory. Some of the biggest busts in recent memory. So I definitely want to get those guys. And there's a little guy by the name of Josh Gordon that's down there that definitely fits this criteria and fits this series. So he might find his way onto the Rams squad here pretty soon in the offseason video. But make sure you smash that like button. We got a playoff special coming next episode. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.